As part of its remedial response to incidents of robbery and stealing from persons in the Grosley-Rodney areas, the Grosley Police Station engaged in a coordinated police operation in and about the Grosley district between Friday 3rd and Saturday 4th October 2025. During the operation, a 36-year-old male, Jamil Jr. Simpson, a Jamaican national residing on Dauphin Street, Grosley, was arrested. At the time of arrest, Jamil Simpson was discovered to have 1.380 Glock 25 pistol containing 2 rounds of ammunition in his possession. Simpson is not the holder of a firearm license. On Monday, October 6, 2025, Jamil Jr. Simpson was charged with the offenses of possession of firearm without a valid license or permit and possession of ammunition without a valid license or permit. He is scheduled to appear before the First District Court for arraignment. On Saturday, 4th day of October 2025, about 2:45 a.m., the Dennery police station received an anonymous call of gunshots being fired at Tualu, Dennery. Teams from Dennery and Richmond police stations responded to the call. Officers arrived at the scene to discover the apparent lifeless body of a male in a drain at Tualu, Dennery. The scene was managed and investigation commenced by the Dennery police. The body was later identified as that of J. Colimo, a 24-year-old of Over the Bridge, Dennery. Investigators observed apparent gunshot injury to the body. The deceased was later pronounced dead on the scene by a medical practitioner. A post-mortem examination has been scheduled to determine the cause of death. Investigation of this matter has been taken over by the Major Crimes Unit. Anyone with information which can assist with the investigation of this homicide may contact the Major Crimes Unit at 456-3754 or may provide anonymous tips via the Royal St. Lucia Police Force Crime Hotline 555 or the Crime Hotline app. On Saturday, 4th day of October 2025, about 6 o'clock a.m., the Dennery police station received the call of a serious road traffic collision along Frigate Road, Dennery. Police officers attached to the Dennery police station responded to that call to discover several persons seated and laying along the roadway. Officers from the St. Lucia Fire Service were already on scene attending to the injured. Police personnel on scene observed that the collision involved a motor SUV and a 15-seater public service minibus. Both vehicles sported extensive damage to their front ends. The diligent collaboration between the agents of the St. Lucia Fire Service and the police ensured that the injured persons received required rudimentary care on scene and thereafter conveyance to the St. Jude Hospital for advanced care. Thankfully, no lives were lost due to the collision. The Dennery police station is currently investigating that collision. The Royal St. Lucia Police Force continues to impress on all drivers to exercise caution and tolerance along our roadways. On Saturday, the 4th day of October 2025, about 1:07 p.m., officers attached to the Babonneau police station were traveling along the Kako-Babonneau road aboard a marked police vehicle when they encountered a male individual who pelted rocks at the police vehicle. Some damage was caused to the vehicle as a result. The officers identified the male individual as one Antonius, aka Cartel of Geno Babonneau, an outpatient of the Mental Wellness Center. Having recognized the hazard the outpatient poses to vulnerable citizens of the Babonneau community, the officers sought to restrain the individual for conveyance to the Mental Wellness Center for care. The efforts to restrain Antonius resulted in the police having to discharge a weapon, causing non-fatal injury to the patient. An ambulance was summoned whilst the police made the patient comfortable. The patient was conveyed to the OKU hospital for advanced care, where he now remains in stable condition. The Major Crimes Unit is currently investigating that incident. On Sunday, 5th day of October 2025, about 8:10 a.m., the Grosley Police Station received information of a shooting at Mont Sepin, Grosley. Officers from the Grosley Police Station, later supported by other police units, responded to the call to discover the apparent lifeless body of a male laying on a concrete pavement at Mont Sepin. The victim was subsequently identified as 35-year-old Neil Peter of Mont Sepin. The body displayed apparent gunshot injury. A medical practitioner pronounced the body of the deceased dead at the scene. A post-mortem examination is scheduled to determine the cause of death. The Major Crimes Unit has conduct of the investigation. I invite anyone with information which can support with the investigation of this homicide to contact the Major Crimes Unit at 456-3754 or provide anonymous tips via the Royal St. Lucia Police Force Crime Hotline 555 or the Crime Hotline app. I wish to remind St. Lucia that your Royal St. Lucia Police Force remains committed to sparing no effort in creating and maintaining a safe environment for all to live and thrive.